In 2018, Chadwick Boseman sat in front of a Sirius XM microphone and started talking about two little boys. They had cancer, they were dying, and their parents told him the boys were holding on, just trying to stay alive long enough to see Black Panther. His voice cracked, his eyes filled, and he could barely finish the sentence. What nobody in that room knew, what nobody in the world knew, was that the man breaking down over those dying children was quietly dying himself. Chadwick Aaron Boseman was born on November 29, 1976, in Anderson, South Carolina. His mother, Carolyn, was a nurse. His father, Leroy, worked in a textile factory and ran a small upholstery business on the side. As a kid, Chadwick wanted to be an architect. He practiced martial arts. He drew buildings in notebooks. He was quiet, thoughtful, and deeply observant. The kind of boy who watched the world carefully before deciding where he fit inside it. He found his answer at Howard University in Washington, D.C., where he studied directing under the legendary actress Phylicia Rashad. It was Rashad who saw something in Chadwick that he had not yet seen in himself. And it was Rashad who changed the course of his life with a single phone call. She called Denzel Washington. 9 theater students from Howard, including Chadwick, had been accepted into a prestigious summer acting program at the British American Dramatic Academy in Oxford. None of them could afford it. Rashad asked Denzel to help, and Denzel, without publicity, without cameras, without telling anyone, quietly paid for all of them. Chadwick did not find out who his benefactor was until years later, and when he finally stood on a stage and thanked Denzel publicly, he said the words that would echo through Hollywood forever: "There is no Black Panther without Denzel Washington." After graduating from Howard, Chadwick landed one of his first television roles, a recurring part on the ABC soap opera, All My Children. He played a young man named Reggie. But when Chadwick received the script and saw that his character's parents were written as a drug addict and an absent father, he confronted the producers. He told them the character was wrapped up in assumptions about black people. He asked them to rewrite it. They refused, and the next day, they fired him. The role was recast. The actor who replaced him, Michael B. Jordan, his future co-star in Black Panther. Years later, Chadwick reflected on that moment. During his Howard University commencement speech in 2018, he told the graduates that sometimes the purpose you were meant to serve is not the job you were hired to do. Sometimes standing up costs you the role, but it earns you yourself. Nobody in the audience knew he was delivering that speech while quietly undergoing cancer treatment. In 2016, Chadwick Boseman was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. He was 39 years old. He told almost nobody, not his co-stars, not most of his colleagues, not the press, not the fans. Only his wife, Taylor Simone Ledwood, a small circle of family, and a few close friends knew what he was carrying. His personal trainer later said he noticed Chadwick losing weight, but assumed it was for a film role. When he asked about it, Chadwick gave a long, thoughtful answer about being a vegetarian and exercising, never letting on that anything else was happening. And then, between surgeries and chemotherapy sessions, he went back to work. He filmed Marshall. He filmed Black Panther. He filmed Avengers Infinity War. He filmed Avengers Endgame. He filmed 21 Bridges. He filmed Da 5 Bloods. He filmed Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. 7 major motion pictures. 4 years. Countless surgeries. Countless rounds of chemotherapy. And not once did he stop. His friend and producer later said that during Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Chadwick was in hardcore pain on set, but he believed so deeply in launching August Wilson's work with Denzel Washington's production company that he refused to walk away. During the filming of Black Panther, Chadwick stayed in contact with 2 terminally ill young boys who were desperate to see the movie. Their parents kept him updated. They told him the boys were trying to hold on just long enough to watch their hero on screen. Both boys died of cancer before the film premiered. When Chadwick spoke about them during a press event, he could barely get the words out. He paused, he looked down, his voice shook, and he said, just to experience those 2 little boys' anticipation of this movie. And then he stopped. He could not finish. He later said simply, "Yeah, it means a lot." The world thought he was crying because he was empathetic. The truth is, he was crying because he knew what those boys were going through. He knew their fear. He knew their exhaustion. He knew what it felt like to fight a disease that does not care how talented you are, how loved you are, or how many people need you to survive. In the final days of his life, after the cancer had progressed to stage 4, Chadwick Boseman sent a message to a producer. It was not about a film. It was not about an award. It was not about his legacy. He asked about sending gifts to children with cancer. That was the last known professional communication from the man who played Jackie Robinson, James Brown, Thurgood Marshall, and King T'Challa. His final thought was not about himself. It was about kids in hospitals who needed someone to make them smile. On August 28, 2020, Chadwick Boseman died in his home. His wife was by his side. He was 43 years old. Barack Obama said, "You could tell right away that he was blessed." The announcement of his death became the most liked tweet in the history of the platform. Chadwick Boseman was the son of a textile worker and a nurse. He was fired from his first job for refusing to play a stereotype. A man he had never met paid for his education. He was diagnosed with cancer at 39 and told nobody. He filmed 7 movies while dying. He visited sick children while sick himself. And his last message on Earth was about making sure those children had gifts. He did not just play a king. He was one. Wakanda forever. If this story broke you, hit subscribe.